Okay, Linda is putting the finishing touches right now on our next video, Jonathan Dickinson State Park, from our tour to the south of Florida.
Join us.
Please. Getting sunset pictures.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Look at that. Look right over there. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah. Right here at Jonathan Dickinson State Park. This is the Hobie Mountain Observation Tower. And believe it or not, this big mountain here is the highest point in South Florida. This is it. And then they go and put a tower on top of it. So when you're at that tower, you're at the highest point of South Florida. So we're going to walk past this California car here. I have to walk past it to get up there, but
it's cute. They have it all decorated. I mean, it's got like a decoration in the back.
Yeah, well, we'll show this. We'll show the dash. The dashboard is what's the coolest.
It is cute as a bug's ear. Oh my gosh. So adorable.
Looks kind of like Yellowstone in there. Got the wolves and the buffaloes and the deer. But anyway, we're about to walk up this little boardwalk and get ourselves up to that tower so we can take a look.
It does have a good view, you'll see.
Yeah, 10-minute walk up.
There you go. There's a sign that explains what we're going to see.
Yeah, The changes in terrain. This mountain is the highest natural point south of Lake Okeechobee, rising 86 feet above sea level.
Woo!
Oh my gosh, 86 feet. You know, we've been to some high elevations this year on our last trip, but I don't know if any of them can match 86 feet.
I mean, come on now. We might get nosebleed.
Oh my goodness.
This is really so pretty though.
Yeah, it is.
This is just another sort of ecosystem area. Jonathan Dickinson is voted one of the, what is that, Terry?
I don't know.
It's really a beautiful state park. We're going to try to show you as much as we can of it so that you can get the drift, but there's a lot to do.
A couple of years ago when we were here, they had just burned all of this. And one thing we learned on our trip from our nephew was what all of this is called. It's called fuel.
Yeah, right.
And so they come in periodically and let it burn just so it's not fuel for bigger fires.
Right.
And boy, did it look different then than it does today, because it was all black.
It doesn't take long for it to come back, for sure.
Right. So here it is, but we're walking. We'll open this up here in a few minutes. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking out. If you look down there at that little car with the kayaks, that would be ours. And we're up probably 40 feet above the ground, and we decided that the ground's 86 feet, so we're as much as 120 feet above sea level.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna get a nosebleed.
And you can see the ocean.
There's the ocean out there, the river, part of the intercoastal waterway, and then A1A driving down through there.
I think Florida is amazing.
Yeah. Jupiter on down there to the south. How you doing, sir?
Oh, okay. Boy, did you pass the death zone on the staircase when you were trying to get up here at the top of Everest?
Oh, yeah.
That's a joke. He's been up at 13,000 some odd feet at the Rocky Mountains National Park. We have him on the sign. It's the highest paved road in the United States.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so he's a junior ranger in 28 national parks and monuments. So
excellent.
I'm hoping he'll become a junior ranger in 2 more national parks.
There you go.
Down
There
here.
you go.
And then I'm on the way back to San Diego. I'm hoping I want to stop at White Sands.
Yeah.
Then he can be a junior ranger.
There you
White
go.
Sands.
We were at White Sands earlier this year. In fact, we went to California. We made a trip out earlier this year.
Oh, really?
And
Where'd you go?
well, I'll tell you what. Do you mind? I'm filming.
No, I don't mind.
Doesn't offend you? Okay, good.
Get up the-
Well, we live in Orlando.
Oh, okay. I lived in Winter Park the year Disney World opened.
Oh my gosh. Well, we lived in Orlando the year Disney World opened.
Oh, so did you go opening day?
Not opening
I did.
day, but we went right after.
I was the 7th person in.
Is that right? Well, good for you.
Well, there was no prize. If you were the first 4, you would have gotten a prize.
Yeah.
But that was, and the prize was pretty grand.
Yeah.
They picked them, but here, baby, you want to get close up?
Yeah, let's see you.
This is the Emerald Eagle,
All
Emperor
right.
of the Universe. Yeah.
Beautiful.
He gets his picture all the time.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that's your car down there with the dashboard decorated.
Right, speeding kills bears. That's from Yosemite.
Yeah.
That is so adorable. I
It's
love it.
gonna be a national park art car.
Uh-huh.
I'm only still in the beginning stages of it. And when I went by the Gulf National Seashore or whatever up there,
Uh-huh.
the rangers there gave me one little thing, more for a dog. I glued it on my ceiling because I haven't gotten all his junior rangers up on the
Yeah.
ceiling
Yeah.
badges.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they gave me the turtle thing that said, it's a magnet, but it says turtles out, lights out.
Uh-huh.
And I was in the San Diego Turtle and Tortoise Society for years. And
Uh-huh.
we have sea turtles in San Diego, but I don't think they lay eggs there.
Good Lord.
So-
So you do travel around national parks, or?
I love
do you
to.
normally
I had
do?
a spoiled friend who we did a lot of parks together because
Uh-huh.
I make the trip more interesting.
Uh-huh.
He's a terrible driver. He's a bore. He's just, But anyways, but he likes me coming with my bird
Yeah.
because I get out and meet people.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And to
It's
me,
more
meeting
fun.
people's more fun than just
Right.
seeing the sights and taking a picture real fast.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Big whoop.
Right.
And so, as I say, he's been invited in the main visitor centers of Yosemite and Yellowstone. And if you've been to Yosemite, the signs I have on my window, they're like maybe that big.
Uh-huh.
And if you'll see the bears probably that big on the sign, and they'll etch etch in the date a bear was killed by a motorist.
Uh-huh.
I thought, why would somebody go to Yosemite and drive through it at 80 miles an hour?
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of the
yeah.
most beautiful places in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think for Florida, this is a very pretty place.
Yeah.
This
right
is a
here.
gorgeous.
Are you heading down? Or are you?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the Everglades.
Yeah.
And,
Uh-huh.
he is the emperor of the universe.
He is beautiful.
He's over. You want to hold him for a second?
Oh, may I?
Yeah. That way. I let people hold him all
I
the
would
time.
love to.
Yeah, when that car in a year. Oh,
It's
mind your
okay.
manners.
You're so beautiful.
Mind your manners,
You
or
are
you
so
work for
beautiful.
KFC. It's a brutal job for birds.
You are so
He
beautiful.
knows he's pretty.
Yes, you are.
No, I don't want him to send me to the cat planet because as the emperor of the universe, he sends all his political opponents to the cat
Oh,
planet.
okay.
You
There's
are so
kitties the size of
pretty.
stadiums that pounce on you, so you don't want to be.
Yes, you are. You're
the cat
so
planet.
pretty.
We hit the sequoias, the national park and the national monument. We went to Shasta, Mount Shasta, and
I
Lake
love Mount
Shasta.
Shasta.
Oh my God.
Love
That is
place.
ecologically the most diverse forest in the temperate world
Yeah.
around that area.
Yeah.
If you ever drive through there, you realize there are so many kinds of trees here.
Yeah, yeah,
And it was British scientists who said this is the most ecologically diverse.
yeah. What was
place
that
in the world.
lake?
Castle Lake Rock. Castle Rock Lake.
Castle Rock Lake. We found that up
It's
near
just a
Shasta.
small lake.
And
Right.
and threw the canoes in there,
But,
and nobody for miles around.
my
I love
gosh.
to be the only person
and
in the
It was
water.
and the
amazing.
and the mountain come right down into the lake, and the snow was on the mountain. We got the greatest pictures and videos there, and nobody around to see it until they watch it, on the videos. It's just we love that place.
Another place I liked is Convict Lake. It's in the eastern Sierras, and convicts escaped from a prison in the 1800s from Nevada. And they got into California, but they knew they were still being chased. And he went over these really steep mountains and then came down to Convict Lake. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, that's what they renamed it, Convict
that's
Lake,
cool.
because of that. But if you ever saw the Star Trek where they were like on this planet that everybody stayed young and all that.
Oh, uh-huh.
Part of it was filmed in Santa Barbara, but the other halves of it were filmed in Convict Lake
Oh,
area
that's
near
cool.
Mammoth Lakes. I used to teach Defense Against the Dark Arts at Hogwarts School.
Oh, you
Witchcraft and
did?
Wizardry,
Oh,
yes.
my.
And then I got this really serious disease called mugonucleosis
Uh-oh.
syndrome 15. I always had that once I had the 19 for the
Yeah, right.
So I said 15. And people would step back from me when they'd hear me say I have a serious
Yeah.
contagious disease, and then they finally, muggle, where's
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, and then they finally realized.
Okay, probably about halfway from the entrance in our camp to the visitor center back there in the river is this trailhead here. And boy, you can see, looking through here, that it is very popular. There's our little vehicle with the things on top, but this is the most popular place in the entire park today. Some people down for water sports, some hiking, and a few camping. But look at this. This is a Sunday, but I mean, there's serious trail bikers here. You see them taking off through there, but it just very popular spot. Jonathan Dickinson State Park. All right, we're coming up to where you book all the tours from this place, and where you rent all the equipment, the bicycles, the stand-up paddle boards, the kayaks, the canoes, even motorboats, little motorboats. But this is a river, and what we're looking at across the way there, that growth of trees, is actually an island, because this comes around here and the river goes around behind it and then takes on off. So This is it right here, huh?
Yeah. Last time we put our kayaks in and came through here.
That's right.
Should we go over there? Just
Yeah.
kinda-
Yeah, this is where you pick up, there's a little motorboat down there that
Yeah.
you can rent. They're coming in with a kayak. And then the tour boat dock is down here. And they have a neat little, the wild man of whatever this river is. And we went there one of the last times we were here, rode this boat right here up there, and they gave us a nice little tour of the place. Loxahatchee. He's gonna wait, he thinks we're coming on board, Linda. We're gonna fool him, ain't we? Alright, so you see it looks like a young lady out there kayaking, but that's where we come around. And then when we leave here, we'll take a ride back to where the kayaks go in if you're not renting, right? At the boat launch. So, all right, here we are. Okay, so like we said, we've driven down, what is it, another quarter of a mile or half a mile, probably half a mile or so, down from where we were just at. And this is the boat dock and the kayak ramp if you brought your own. And this is where we put in that last time we were here. We may put in here tomorrow if the weather's nice and cooperating. Looks like the ramp's underwater. How's your feet? Oh, you got good shoes on going underwater.
Wow, it is hot.
Yeah. This is crazy right here.
This is.
You notice we were walking in the water. The thing about this is a lot of these places have floating docks so that you can come and get in and out. But if you look right here, what you see is that there's steps depending on the water level that you would bring your kayak up to. But right now, we're at the very top. It's underwater. I love this. And it's beginning to rain again.
This is interesting. We have not seen it this high before.
No, Stay weird. Oh, well, it dips down here. It's even just, so I don't see any fish down there. Nothing to take a picture of, but here we are.
So we're in Jupiter, Florida, which is right near Jonathan Dickinson State Park. We're at the beach at Coral Cove Park, and we came to snorkel, but we've already been down to the beach and the waves are too much. So that's not gonna happen. But we're gonna take you down there and let you see how beautiful it is. It's really pretty. But first we're gonna walk through this little archway that is really pretty. This is an access that we found. This is not the main access actually to the beach. It's over to the side, but this is an access that we like that's really pretty. And we found this actually by accident one time. And the first time we came, the snorkeling was beautiful. This is the third time we've come back that the waves were too much. So we'll show you. It's a beautiful beach, but we'll show you how pretty.
return trip to Jupiter, and from Jonathan Dickinson. We're on the way back up from the Keys, and obviously there's not going to be any snorkeling today. You can see that there's actually breaking waves. Of course, that's the bad news. The good news is it's not choppy. I mean, if it weren't for the big waves breaking in, we could snorkel out there. We're sitting out evening, Jonathan Dickinson State Park, our last night on this little southern tour of ours. Site 48.
Watching the sunset.
Watching the sunset right over the little lake and marsh area here. Like we said, we pick Site 48 every chance we get. Well, we make sure we get it.
Right.
So that we can sit and do this. And what did you say about the weather?
The weather is beautiful. I don't know the temperature, but it's absolutely pleasant. It's not even a little bit warm.
Yeah.
It's a slight bit nippy, and in fact, it feels really good. This is we think, the ideal site in this particular campground. There's two campgrounds in Jonathan Dickinson State Park. This is called Buttonwood, and the other one, I can't remember the name of it. Riverside or something.
Yeah.
The other one is it's closer to the river, obviously, but it's a little bit less private. We have vegetation between each of the sites here, which is nice.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit roomier, but it's cute down there too. But this is just our favorite.
Yeah. So, as much as we hate to do it, we're going to head home tomorrow.
Right.
Of course, we don't hate it that much, do we?
No. But we're planning a trip, just a one-day trip back down here when the tide is good, because we haven't gotten to snorkel here.
We're going to see some glassy conditions on the weather, and we're going to get up the next morning and come down.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier. We actually, I'll say this, today we went out to the beach, and it was my great intention to just go out there and maybe not even snorkel, just get, chest high and get the camera in the water and get some of the fish. And it was too rough.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how rough it was, and I got my little self beat to crap.
Yeah. Terry he's got some scars from getting pushed on the rocks a little bit.
Yes, and I got no pictures at all. I never even turned the camera on. It was so dadgum rough, and but at least I didn't lose the camera.
Right.
So, Jonathan Dickinson State Park. Look at the sun out there.
It's so pretty.
You got that right. I hope you enjoyed looking at Jonathan Dickinson State Park. That really is, as it says in there, it's rated number 2 in the nation for state parks for RVing, and there's a reason for that. It really is an enjoyable stay.
It's definitely one of our very favorites. And if you want more information about that interesting guy that we met at Hobe Sound Tower, Mr. Bogaert, information about him is linked below. He's kind of famous in the San Diego area, so check that out if you'd like to.
Peace.